Hey, it's Whitney from EcoVeganGal.com and welcome back to another What a Vegan Eats in honor of Vegan MoFo. Today I'm going to be doing one really simple recipe featuring two ingredients that I heard some of you do not like, which are carrots and celery. I'm going to talk about the health benefits and we're going to make the soup. But before we begin, I want to start off with the two vegan MoFo questions because in my video from yesterday I completely forgot to answer one of these. So let's go ahead and see what we got for the last 2 days. One was 5 foods you cannot live without. I don't like these questions. I'm one of those people that just loves so many foods. But okay, I guess I would say avocado, mango, coconut, chocolate. I really don't know. I don't know what the fifth is. I'll have to think about it. Okay, the next question is 5 kitchen utensils or gadgets you cannot live without. Alright, well, I covered this in the last video. One of them is definitely my blender hiding over here right now. I just got a high-speed blender at the beginning of the year. It's amazing. I can never go back. Well, never say never, but I would not like to go back to the small, little, low-speed, inexpensive blender I used to have. Worthy investment. Honestly, I mean, that's like the biggest thing. Having a good knife is very key. This is a Mac knife. I've had this for a couple years now, and I've never sharpened it. It needs to be sharpened, but it still works pretty darn good. But honestly, I'm pretty minimalist when it comes to kitchen things. It's pretty much just the knife and the blender. Those are like the 2 things I use the most, aside from the pots and pans. And I haven't thought of the 5th food yet, but maybe it'll just come up in my head. I want to talk about why you should learn to like celery and carrots. Give them a chance, try them differently as I keep encouraging with these videos. Here are some health benefits. So for celery, it's an anti-inflammatory and an antioxidant. It can help your blood pressure, reduce your blood pressure, that is, and it can calm and soothe the central nervous system. Carrots are also an antioxidant, and you could probably guess this because everyone says it. They help with your vision. They can also reduce the risk of lung cancer, breast cancer, and colon cancer. They help give you healthy, glowing skin, and they lower the risk of heart disease. So definitely some good reasons to have them in. Alright, well, let's get started with this recipe. I'm excited about this because actually it features one of my favorite foods as well. So maybe this should be my 5th food, which is nuts really, but specifically I just love peanuts. I try not to eat them so much, and I always say this because I feel like most peanuts are just like not from the greatest source. And there's just all sorts of weird issues with peanuts, which is such a bummer. However, that's why I use wild jungle peanuts. I always have them in my cabinet. Yes, they're more expensive, but they don't have any aflatoxin. Unroasted, completely raw. They're harvested by indigenous people in Ecuador. It helps preserve their culture and their traditional way of life. They're shade grown. These are from Essential Living Foods. Just knowing that it comes from a really good place makes me feel better, and most people will have a less allergic reaction to aflatoxin. So if you're sensitive to peanuts, try wild jungle peanuts. What is the recipe? It is a peanut butter vegetable soup. I figure if you don't like carrots and you don't like celery, what would make you want to give them a try? How about peanut butter? So many people love peanut butter. Now you could switch this out if you are super sensitive to peanuts. You could switch this out with almond butter, cashew butter, hazelnut butter, whatever you want. But I'm just going to go directly from this recipe that I found from a website called vegancoach.com. So I've already got some veggie broth boiling over here, organic veggie broth, 6 cups of that. And then I'm going to add in the carrots. So the recipe calls for 6 carrots. I think I only used 3 or 4 since that's what I had on hand. Get these in there. And then I sliced up 2 leeks. Leeks have a very oniony type flavor. Then 6 stalks of celery. Yes, lots of celery in here. Just gonna fill up this pot. Add in 2 garlic cloves. Minced. We're going to bring those veggies to a boil, let them get nice and tender, and then we're going to add in the rest of the ingredients. We boiled it, brought it down to a simmer, and now all the veggies, especially the carrots, are nice and tender. We're gonna add in 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. I made my own peanut butter using that handy dandy Blendtec blender I've talked about before. I love that for this reason, and I just throw in wild jungle peanuts and blend it up until it gets nice and smooth. And that cuts back on packaging, and I know exactly how the peanut butter is made because I made it. And then we're gonna put in a half a cup of cashews. Yum! So you could skip this if you want, if you're trying to cut back on the fat in the recipe. No need to use the cashews. And then we're gonna use a tablespoon of soy sauce, or in my case, soy sauce alternative coconut aminos. And 1 to 2 tablespoons of a sweetener, liquid sweetener. I'm gonna use coconut nectar. Oh my gosh, this stuff is addictive. It's like caramelly, it's so incredible. It almost tastes like molasses, except not as intense as molasses. It's definitely more mellow. And the benefits of this is that it's a low glycemic sweetener. It's completely organic. It's just easier on the body in a lot of ways. It's raw. It has lots of B vitamins in it, vitamin C, all sorts of minerals, a neutral pH. This is a really, really great alternative to agave nectar, which a lot of recipes are still calling for. And for many reasons, I just choose to avoid agave. Alright, so then we're going to put in 3 to 4 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. Talked about this before, but you can easily get nutritional yeast in bulk. So if you buy a canister like this, you can just keep filling it up over and over again. So let's go ahead and let this simmer to let all of the flavors mingle together. And last but not least, we're going to add in some miso. We're just going to put in a half of a tablespoon. This looks and smells so good. And look how much soup this made. I mean, this could feed at least 4 people. But for me, I don't know, with soups, I'll probably have like half of these in the first sitting, completely on my own. This was going to be especially good tomorrow, because you know how soups are. They always taste better the next day. Now we can add in just a little bit of salt and pepper to taste. I'm not sure how much it's going to need, but the salt will really bring out the flavor. I'm going to just put about a teaspoon in there. Sprinkle in some pepper. Give this a stir. Come on now, how good does this look? It almost looks like a chickenless soup here. I bet this would be incredibly delicious if you were sick. It's steaming hot, as you can see. But let's see if I can get a good taste of this. Oh, it smells so good. There's just so many different flavors in here. I think carrots and celery are so fantastic in soups. Oh, whoa. Yes, another recipe that is so much better than I thought it was going to be. I don't know what I expected, but this is killer. Wow, the veggie broth combined with other things just gives it this almost like smoky flavor or something. I don't know where that came from, but wow, these ingredients combine together so, so well. Oh, it's sweet, salty, peppery, smoky. I love this. You guys have to try this right away. Oh, I love it. Okay, can't wait to hear what you think. I want to hear, are you willing to try carrots and or celery even though you don't like them? Will you try them in this recipe? What have you experimented with before? And what don't you like about them? Is it the taste? Is it the texture? Do you like them raw? Do you like them cooked? One or the other? I love, love, love hearing from you guys as always. Thanks so much for watching, and as usual, just let me know anything in the comments section below. Any questions that you have, any more requests for the rest of these vegan MoFo videos, and please give this a thumbs up if you like it, and be sure to subscribe so you're the first to know when I have more videos like this. I'm going to do them every single day. Even when I feel tired, I'm still going to do a video for you. No more excuses. And you can follow me on the social media networks where I'm always chatting about health tips and eco-friendly living. Visit ecovegangal.com for more information, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.